Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Rhonda Sanchez has done it again, ladies and gentlemen. He's done it again. And the mere fact of it is that he's roasting Bud Light. He's done it in a good way. Now, here's going to be I'm going to show you guys a clip of what he's been talking about with Bud Light and how the corporate and how this corporate America, and these businesses are essentially trying to change policies, change laws in America, which I would agree to that extent, and that the boycott is reasonable and it should happen if we were against something. And then we also go with the great ad commercial, which is, hilarious in itself, and we all gotta love a little bit of comedy now and then, because without comedy, what else do we have? Take a look at this clip.
The boycott. So you just brought up Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light's getting hit as hard as I've ever seen it.
Why would you want to drink Bud Light? I mean, like, honestly, that's like them rubbing our faces in it. And it's like these companies that do this, if they never have any response, they're just going to keep doing it. So if you as a consumer are like, yeah, they're basically, and I mean, it's such a fraud with what they're doing with that. Like, yeah, they're doing that, but I'm just going to keep drinking it anyways. Well, then they're just going to keep doing it. So I think we have power as consumers to make our voice heard, and not on every company, because sometimes conservative consumers aren't going to make a dent in some companies. This one is one, if you don't have conservative beer drinkers, you're going to feel that. And so, I think it's a righteous thing. Some of these controversies, they come up and people can kind of just say, oh, well, it's kind of a one-off. Yeah, it was stupid to do. But it's part of a larger thing where corporate America is trying to change our country. Yes. Trying to change policy, trying to change culture. And, I'd rather be governed by we the people than will companies. And so I think pushback is in order across the board, including with Bud Light.
Will we ever see you drinking a Bud Light again?
No, I don't think so.
I agree with Rhonda Sanchez. And I think that we need to do a whole lot more and helping our be able to stand up for what we believe in. A lot of us are too afraid to stand up, and that's not what America is. America, we always stood up for what we believed in. We made this country for what it was. We became a global power in 200 years, where other countries took thousands. It's amazing of what we have accomplished in such a short amount of time. We need to be able to solve that and fix that. And that's the greatest thing, honestly. And we should boycott Disney. We should boycott Bud Light, or anything that doesn't come with our own values. We should be able to set the standard. The people should be able to set the standard for what the policies are, what our laws are, and what our culture is. And it's trying to be taken over by these bloody lunatics. And we need to stop that. Now, here's a hilarious commercial for all of you to enjoy. I enjoyed it myself, and I hope you guys get a great laugh as much as I did. Take a look.
Real man of women's sports.
Today we recognize the men who've hacked the system.
Hack the system.
Once mediocre in the men's division, now cream of the crop in the women's.
From mediocre to champion.
You couldn't cut it with the boys, so you pushed women off the podium.
Real man still first place.
Because without you, sports would be fair. Without you, women's sports would be for, well, women.
It's always great to see a good man with a little bit of comedy, right? Now, this is from the Desantis War Room. I'll probably put this down in the description down below so you guys get to see it for yourselves and share it to everyone. Hopefully, you can share my video as well, because it'd be a great thing for you to do. However, I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm also doing this to spread awareness and to be able to give people the opportunity to, give the people their due. I mean, I didn't make this. I just copied it, stuff like that. So, but yeah, this is hilarious, and I think the more that we stand for our values, the more that we stand for our people and stuff like that, well, everything will be a lot better. I think the country is doing that now. Of course, we're seeing harder pushback because they're in desperate mode. So, I guess that's what our response is. We push back harder. Remember, Americans. We are who we are. We don't stand back and let them take over our country. We don't let them push over and try to take over our kids or anything, because that's not who we are. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.